I woke up in this dark room where my eyes couldn't perceive anything. The feeling of nothing but the jitters. My foot tangled in rusted chains, not that alone, but accompanied with body pains. And the sores on my skin were watery enough to power the turbines of Akosombo Dam. All of a sudden, my revolving world was at a halt. Heart stopped beating, and at one point in time, I realized I was caught between life and death. Then I started hearing whispers from an unknown man saying, I've cocooned you in the blankets of sin. That is why you can't differentiate between what is right and wrong, the good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly. I exclaimed, the Lord is my refuge. I'm a 12th chapter book in his book. That makes me a book in a book. And if you never knew, this is a brief introduction of myself. My name is Daniel. My confidence in him reminds me of myself in another man's body. But wait, this is no second chance telenovela. That is why I don't bear the name Salvador. So I lift my eyes and from afar I see so many angels sitting on the hills of heaven. Actually, I mean so many angels sitting behind the ankles of heaven, with one seated up front, ready to blow his intestines into a trumpet. I'm rich in space, but I'm stuck on these bars of gravity. And the reason why this piece looks so disorganized is because during the typing period, I had no space bar. And you've been listening to my story carefully, you can easily conclude that I'm a slave. Yes, I'm a slave. A 21st century slave who is unaware and won't accept the fact that he's under the domination of a person or even a thing. Apparently, I'm marked by the bondage to sin. I've undergone recycling several times, but I still remain in the recycle bin. My life is shaped by what people think about me. I've forgotten that when it's all said and done and the Messiah decides to descend from his throne of grace and mercies, it's not going to be about you and me, but rather me and him. So I'm wallowing in my pride. I don't want to look so strange in the eyes of all these sinful men. And you know something? In my quest to please everyone, I realized my relationship with Christ could not even last longer than my iPhone battery. So I need a power bank, something I can rely on, something my hope can be based on, something that will increase my faith for my life to be a total turn on. And you want to know why I stopped so winning? Because the deception these days is just too much for me. Too many filters on one face, and I wonder if God can even start your camera 360. Reality keeps getting cheaper each day. That is why I'm keeping up with the Kardashians instead of keeping up with the appearances. Irony. And even with the appearances, I realized that wouldn't take me anywhere because I'm pursuing righteousness. That is why I chose Christ as my model of reference. Can't conform to the church standards no more. Being a born sinner like J. Cole in a Cold War, which never got shot by the gun of Captain Cold in Flash.
Hey. Okay, we are waiting for
And as lightens from the east to the west, so will the coming of the Son of Man be. But the question is, where will I be? The devil does not want to set me free. The veil of sin has covered my face with an opaque object so I can't see. But when I walk, may my steps never be hindered. And when I run, may I not stumble. Because I resemble the one who is flawless. Unto him who is able to keep me from stumbling and present me faultless before his throne with exceeding joy. And with all this, I can conclude that the root of slavery is sin. Thank you.